Morning students, how are you all? Hope you all are safe and fine at your home. Welcome back in your mathematics class. This is class 9th. Today we are going to start our chapter number 1. Chapter name Surface Area and Volumes. This is our lecture 1. So students, in this lecture we will discuss introduction part, the introduction of the chapter, some definitions which is related to the given topic, and the formula derivation of cuboid and cube which is related for the first exercise of this chapter. So students, today first of all we will start with the introduction. We know that it is a rectangle, it is a parallelogram, and like it is our circle. They all three are two-dimensional figures and we call it as plane figures because they are present on a simple plane surface. They have only two dimensions, length and breadth, and here we have same two dimension. When we will give them some height, then these two-dimensional figure change into the three-dimensional figure, and then we are able to find the surface areas and volumes of these figures. Okay students, now we know it that when we have we are talking about three-dimensional figures, then it means we are talking about solid figures. So students, now we will discuss about all these three-dimension figures. First of all, today's first figure is cuboid. What is cuboid? First of all, the question is, what is cuboid? Cuboid is a three-dimensional figure made by it is a three-dimensional figure made by 6 rectangular faces. We have 6 rectangular faces, plane regions. So what is the definition of the cuboid? A cuboid is a solid bounded by 6 rectangular plane regions. 6 rectangular plane regions, how we will recognize them? Because if we will take, this is your NCERT book, this is an example of a cuboid. Because student, you know it very well, this is a solid book and it has some height also. So in this book we will take it as a length, and then it is a breadth, and then some height also in it. This is first face, and then second face, and then third face, fourth face. Fifth face is this is your fifth face, and this is your sixth face. So we have 6 rectangular faces in this book. And so what is the cuboid? A cuboid is a solid bounded by 6 rectangular plane regions. Now we have some basic definitions in the cuboid definition. First, what is face? Because I said 6 rectangular faces. So it is made by the 6 plane regions. This is first plane region, second plane region, third, fourth, and fifth, and then behind sixth. So we call them as faces. It means 6 rectangular plane regions are 6 faces of the cuboid. So how many faces cuboid has? 6 faces. Now the second definition is edge. Faces, edges. So how many edges are there? So student, any two adjacent face, like this face and this face are the adjacent face. And how they are adjacent? Because adjacent means continuous, lagatar. So any two adjacent face of a cuboid meet at a line segment. These two adjacent faces are meet this common line segment. So we called it as the edge of the cuboid. So we have 12 edges of the cuboid. We have total 12 edges of the cuboid. Next thing is vertex. For any two edges, if we are talking about these two edges, this edge and this edge, they both edge are connected with the third edge like this. They both edge are connect with this third edge, and they also meet at their end point. We call it as vertex. We call it as vertex. So cuboid has clearly 8 vertex. Cuboid has clearly 8 vertex. Correct? Cuboid has only 8 vertex. Now student, the best and the common example, the most common and easy example of the cuboid is a classroom or your bedroom, your drawing room. It means the common example is room, because in our room always we have 3 dimension: length, breadth and height, and in our room we have 6 rectangular faces. 6 rectangular faces. So next definition is lateral faces. In a cuboid we have 6 rectangular faces. 6 rectangular faces. Out of them we have 4 lateral faces. 4 faces are lateral. How we can say that lateral? Lateral faces are those faces in which all the faces touch the base. In all the faces touch the base. If we are taking example of our room, if we are taking an example of our room, so floor is a base of our room. Floor is a base of our room. So out of 6, those faces which are touching the base, is called lateral faces. Is called lateral faces. So if we are taking an example of a cuboid, our 4 walls are touching the floor. Our 4 walls are touching the floor. So if we are taking an example of the room, so we have base as floor, and we have 4 lateral faces as 4 walls. So students, it is very clear that what is the meaning of the lateral. Lateral faces are those faces which touch the base. So our 4 walls are standing and touching the base of the room. So our 4 walls in our room are the example of lateral faces. If we are talking about which I showed you, our NCERT book, if we put our book on a right side like this, so all the 4 boundaries, this face and this face are touching the base. So all these 4 faces are the lateral faces, are called the lateral faces. We have another name of the lateral faces as curved faces. So when we will use curved and when we will use lateral, when we have faces with a straight line, then we straight line or plane figures, we will use lateral word like cuboid and cube. If they are curved faces like cylinder, cone, sphere, then we will use curved faces. So students, next definition is what is cube. In a cuboid, we have 3 different dimension: length, breadth and height. When these length, breadth and heights are equal to each other and all 3 dimensions are equal to each other, then cuboid is become changed into a cube. It means cube is a special case of a cuboid. It is a special case of the cuboid when length, breadth and height are equal to each other. We called a cuboid as a cube. It means cube is a special case of the cuboid. When in a cuboid all 3 dimensions are equal to each other, it become a cube. Now students, the surface area of the cuboid, how we will find out the surface area of the cuboid. So first of all, we are talking about total surface area of cuboid. How we will find? It means total surface area of faces means areas of 6 rectangular faces. If we will take areas of 6 rectangular faces, then it is the total surface area of a cuboid. So student, please take example of the room of in which you are present right now when we are taking a cuboid like this. If we will take, this is our height, and we will take, this is our length, and this is our breadth. Okay, so first of all we know it very well that area of floor, it means one face. Area of roof, it means second face, plus area of four walls, it is the complete area of 6 rectangular faces. Then floor's area is length into breadth, because only length and breadth, two dimensions are present in our floor. And then what about roof? Same, length into breadth. If we will take the all four walls, one wall will be then length into height, and then the opposite which is present, which is also length into height, and then one wall is breadth into height, and the opposite is breadth into height. So these are the area of 6 rectangular faces. Please do not confuse with it, leave it if you are not able to understand like this. See in your face, see in your room, it has 6 rectangular faces. Find the area of each and every rectangular face and then add them. This is 2 into LB plus 2 into LH plus 2 into BH. Then we will take common as 2 LB plus LH plus BH. This is your total surface area of cuboid. Total surface area of cuboid. Now students, lateral surface area of cuboid. Lateral surface area of cuboid means area of 4 walls, which we already mentioned in the total surface area. One wall has length into height, the opposite wall of this is also length into height, then one wall is breadth into height, and the opposite wall of it as breadth into height. Then it means 2 LH plus 2 BH. Then we will take 2H as common, then L plus B here. This is the lateral surface area of cuboid. This is the lateral surface area of cuboid. Now we will discuss about cube. So cube is a special case when length is equal to breadth is equal to height in a cuboid. Correct? I already explained to you that it is an example of special case of cuboid. So we know it very well that total surface area of cuboid is 2 into H L plus B. It means when we are going to find lateral surface area of cube, it means all 3 measurements are equal to each other. So we will put as A. So here we have A and A. So it means 2A multiplied by A plus A, 2A. Now 2 2s are 4A square. So the lateral surface area of cube is 4A square. I did nothing, only put a same value of all 3 measurement, length, breadth and height as A units. Total surface area of cuboid is 2 into LB plus BH plus HL, which is equal to, now total surface area of cube 2 into A plus A into A, and for the third part A into A. Then it is 2 into A square plus A square plus A square. Then it becomes 2 into 1 2 3, 3A square. Then it is 6A square. Then it is 6A square. This is the total surface area of cube. Now students, you know all these things about a cuboid, like what is edge, what is vertex, what is faces, how many faces, which type of faces, and then lateral surface area of cuboid and cube, total surface area of cuboid and cube, and how we will find it. So now we will start your first exercise 13.1, question number first. and then see how we will solve it. So students, exercise 13.1, question number first. The statement of the first question in your NCERT, from your NCERT, is a plastic box. Student, pay attention. When you will read the question, then what measurement is given, then you have to note down. A plastic box length is 1.5 meter long. It means length is 1.5 meter, and then he said 1.25 meter wide. Then wide means breadth. .25 meter, and then he said and 65 centimeter deep is to be made. Deep means height. 65 centimeter, correct. It is to be open at the top. It means it do not has any roof open at the top. Only 5 rectangular faces, 6th is not present. Ignoring the thickness of the plastic sheet, determine first part. The area of the sheet required for making the box. Area of sheet required to making the box. It means we have to find the total surface area. But remember and always try to understand the statement what he want to say. He's already said open at the top, but he said find the total surface area of the sheet required to making the box. So remember, we have to find the area of 5 rectangular faces only. And then second part is the cost of sheet. For it, if a sheet measuring 1 meter square cost is ₹20. Now we will start solving it. First of all, the first step of the question, you have to check all the measurements are given with the same unit or not. See, here we have meter, meter and then centimeter. This is the main reason for wrong answers are this, because student always go to solve the question, do not pay attention about the unit. So you have to check unit first. So we have to change this into the meters also. Then it is 0.65 meter. Now all 3 units are present in a meter. Now students, we have to find area of the sheet required for making the box. So we know it very well that it is a shape of cuboid. How I recognize it is a cuboid? Because all 3, length, breadth and height, are different to each other. That's why it is a cuboid box. But we know that it is open at the top. So now we have 2 different options. First option, that we will take total surface area and then subtract the roof. Second option is this, we have to take literal surface area, it means area of 4 walls, and then add the floor. Choice is completely your, that which you will follow. 2 options are there because 5 faces are there. So take 6 faces area and then subtract the 6th one. Otherwise take 4 faces area and then add the 5th one. So I will take second option. The lateral surface area is 2 into H into L plus B, area of 4 walls, plus we have to add area of floor also, because 4 walls plus floor we have 5 faces, roof is not there. Now we will put the values. Height is 0.65 meter and then length is 1.5 plus 1.25, breadth is 1.25 plus 1.5 into 1.25, and do not forget about unit, because we are going to find the surface area, then it is meter square. Now we will solve it. You have to pay attention to solve all these things because it is very necessary, otherwise you will put any wrong point and then all the calculation will be wrong. So we will multiply, then 5 2s are 10 and then 6 2s are 12 and then 1 3 and it is 130. Now if we will take point, we will count 2 digits from the last, then 1 2 and it is 1.3. Now we will add them. We have to put point under the point, then it is 2.75, and then plus we have to multiply it. You can multiply these two numbers and then at the end of the day you have to put the decimal. It is 1875, and then we know that 2 points are here, 1 point is here, then 1 2 3 this meter square. Now we will multiply these two numbers, then it is 35750, then 2 plus 2 4, 1 2 3 4, so we will put our point here, then it is 1.75 meter square, and then add them, then it is 5.45 meter square. This is the complete area of sheet which we need to make a box like this. Now the second part of the question, we have to find the cost also. For measuring the cost for 1 meter square sheet is 20 rupees. So the cost for 5.45 meter square sheet is 5.45 multiplied by 20 rupees. We have to multiply it. Then it is 109 rupees. Then it is 109 rupees. This is the cost of purchasing the sheet. This is your first question. Now the second question of your NCERT. Okay student, now we will take third question, because second question is same as. Now read the statement of the third question. Third question is, floor of a rectangular hall has a perimeter 250 meter. Floor of a rectangular hall. So perimeter of hall's floor is 250 meter. If we are talking about a rectangular shaped floor, it means a rectangle. So the perimeter of the rectangle is 2 into L plus B, which is 250 meter is given. So now we will again read the question. If the cost of painting the floor walls at the rate of 10 rupees per meter square is 15,000, find the height of the wall. Find the height of the wall. So he said that cost of painting the 4 walls. Cost of painting the 4 walls only according to the 10 rupees per meter square is 1500. So students, so the area of 4 walls is 2 into H into L plus B. Area of 4 walls, we know it very well. So we know it very well that how we will find the cost. How we will find the cost. Cost is find the area multiplied by cost per meter square. We know it very well. Cost is already given to us that it is 15,000. Area we don't know. We know it very well that it is 4 walls area. It means 2HL plus B into cost of per meter square is 10 rupees per meter square. 10 rupees per meter square. We always find the cost like this na, that if I said that this is the area of the floor, and then this is the cost of the flooring of the tiles, and 1 per meter square, then you have to find the cost. Then you always multiply the cost per meter square with the total area. So I only write like this, that how we will find the cost. Total cost, area of the 4 walls multiplied by the cost of painting per meter square. Now we will shift this to this side. Here 10 is multiplied in the 10 is present in the multiplication. When we will shift, then it will be present in the division. So 15,000 divided by rupees is equal to 2 into H into L plus B. Then it is here rupees per meter square. So then we will cut it. It is 1500 meter square, because this meter is present in the division. When we will shift, it will be present upside. Then it is 2 into HL plus B. So we know it very well. It is already given that the perimeter 2 into L plus B is 250 meters. So we will put that value. we will shift the h to the other side. Then the value of this part is 250 meter is already given. Here it is present in the multiplication. We will move it in the division also to the other side. One meter cancel with the 1 meter, and then when we will divide it, it is 6 meter. So the height of the room is 6 meter. Height of the room is 6 meter. So student, this is your first lecture of surface area and volume. Today we discuss two different solid figures, cuboid and cube, and then we learn how we will derive the formula, and then how we will learn all the different parts, and then we will solve the two questions of first exercise. Now student, it's the time to your homework. So students, your today's maths homework, first of all you have to write and learn all the definition. And do questions of exercise 13.1 from NCERT. And student, remember one thing, plus you have to do the derivation of formula which I taught you today in notebook, homework notebook. Correct? This is your homework. You have to write and learn all the definition in your homework notebook, and do the questions of exercise 13.1 from NCERT in your homework notebook along with the classwork questions, and do derivation which I told you about how we will find the total surface area and lateral surface area of cuboid and cube in your homework notebook. Thank you. Have a nice day.